Hey guys, welcome back. Just lower this. I am back with yet another guitar. And this one might look a little different. And it is a little different from a Gretsch standpoint because of this. So, a while back, maybe, I want to say maybe a month or two ago, I gave a deal alert on these guitars. And I think I was the first to do so. Again, I'm going to pat myself, right? Somebody's got to do it. I know I was the first with the Squier debut to talk about those guitars on Amazon, and that they were completely different than what Squier guitars were on their website, what we know of from Squier. They weren't Sonics, they weren't Bullets, which were the lowest end guitars up until that point from Squier. They were the debut, and it seemed to be exclusive to Amazon. Well, this is Gretsch's version of that. Okay? This is the Gretsch Ignite series. Ignite Jet Club. Right? This goes for $179.99, which is the lowest price brand new Gretsch you can buy. $179.99, lower than the Streamliners. Interesting guitar, but another mystery. You cannot find these on the Gretsch website. If you go to the Gretsch website, there will be Jet Clubs, but they will be Streamliner Jet Clubs, not Ignite. Now, that Ignite designation is nowhere to be found on this guitar. You simply have this Gretsch on the headstock, which is kind of what I like, right? This way it doesn't scream cheap. The guitar has other giveaways that it's cheap, right? These knobs are not Gretsch Arrow G knobs, right? They're these plastic speed dial knobs. The pickups are clearly not Filtertrons, right? That's another giveaway. Or Broadtrons on the lower end line of guitars. No binding around the guitar, right? Void of binding. But it does have a belly carve on the back, as you can see, which is kind of cool, which I always wanted on their single cut guitars. It's got the belly carve. Now, let me talk about other guitars that are similar to this, just so you know. You can. I always like to compare, right, what you're getting. So this guitar comes in 3 colors on Amazon right now. This, which is called a duotone, or maybe two-tone sunburst, but it's more of a burgundy into a yellowish brown type of a finish. I don't know, I'm colorblind, but it's got a bit of a reddish hue to it, more so than a brown. But it's dark. It's dark. Maroon, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Light brown. Again, I'm colorblind. But I really like the burst on this guitar, right? It's poplar wood, poplar body. Okay. One of the negatives on this guitar is that it has a gloss finish. It's a gloss finish on the neck, gloss finish on the body. I think if this guitar had a matte finish, similar to what the differentiator between the debut Squiers and the Sonics, whereas the debuts are all matte finished, it would help this guitar because of this. I'm not a huge fan of gloss on the back of the neck. However, with this guitar, similar to a lot of Gretsch's, it's okay. It'll work, right? The neck is comfortable. It's a what they call a fast C is what Gretsch calls it on this guitar. It's not super thin, not thick. It's kind of right in the middle. It's an average C shape neck on the guitar. Has a mahogany back, the wood on the neck. Dot inlays on this guitar, as you can see. I mentioned the speed dials, 1 volume, 1 tone, 3-way switch. The knobs feel fine. The taper on the knobs are okay. You know, they're inexpensive import knobs on the guitar. 12-inch radius on this neck. Although it doesn't really feel like a 12-inch radius, interestingly enough. But it claims to have a 12-inch radius. 22 medium jumbo frets. These are nickel frets. They're not stainless steel. The fret ends are fine. They're not sticking out. They're not sharp. So they did a nice job for a budget guitar on the finishing of the frets. I mentioned the belly carve, the contour on the back, which I like. Sealed tuners, as you can see. These are the inexpensive import Gretsch tuners. This is a China guitar, made in China, 25 build. Wraparound bridge. And it's got this split V headstock as opposed to the usual Gretsch headstock. These are, you see these on the Falcons and some of the other classic Gretsch guitars. I like this split V headstock on this guitar. Okay. Did I miss anything? Oh, pickups, most important part. I mentioned they're not Filtertrons or Broadtrons. These are what are called hot wire, high output pickups. And this is kind of an anomaly for Gretsch, right? And I'll play it in a second when I go through this thing. Normally you buy a Gretsch because it has a unique sound for its jangle and chime, right? Rockabilly, 60s, pop style music. These pickups kick ass. I mean, you're not going to get chime or jangle out of them, but you're going to get thickness. You're going to get crunch. You're going to get screaming highs when you put distortion on these things. They're really, really nice sounding high output pickups that are not normally associated with Gretsch. So this guitar is a bit of an anomaly here, right? I really like these ceramic pickups on this guitar. They sound great. And this little gold thing says, the Ignite series. It talks about these pickups, and the specs on the guitar, believe it or not, are on this little gold sticker that come on the pickups. But let's talk about the comparisons I was referencing. I lost my way. So, this Gretsch Jet Club, you're not going to find reviews. It's not on the Gretsch website. It's not in forums. It's nowhere. This is probably going to be the first time you see this guitar played by anybody. Hopefully. Hopefully. Right? Might be the first review ever on this guitar. The next, and it's $179.99. That's the price. The lowest priced Gretsch on the street. Now, what else are there that might look like this, right? Well, you have the Streamliner. It's on the website of Gretsch. It's the Jet Streamliner, or the Streamliner Jet Club. This is the Ignite Jet Club. There's the Streamliner Jet Club. What's the difference? Well, $30 is the difference, in all honesty, right? Similar to the Debut from Squier, once again, and the Sonic. Very little except for the finishing. On this guitar, the only difference is that the Streamliner Jet Club has a mahogany body, where this has a poplar body. Right? This is a poplar body. The Streamliner has a mahogany body. Streamliner on the back has just exposed screws for the neck here. Neck screws. This has a neck plate over it. I like it without the neck plate. It does look a little nicer. But the contour, the carve, nothing is different. It just has no neck plate. This does. That's it. The rest of the guitar is identical. And that's $30 more than this. Doesn't have any binding, it's the same guitar. Now, there's also another Gretsch, and that is, once again, another Streamliner. And it's called the Streamliner Jet, not Streamliner Jet Club. Like these are the Jet Clubs. It just says Streamliner Jet. Now, that has a mahogany body, where this has a poplar body, which is chambered, so it's a little lighter. This guitar is not super heavy, but it's not light. It's probably 8 pounds and change, this guitar. It's got a little lump to it. That one is a chambered body. It's probably in the 7s. Also has a maple top on a mahogany body, whereas this just has poplar wood. It has thumbnail inlays, okay? Oh yeah, that was the other thing I missed. The only other difference on the Jet Club, Streamliner Jet Club, are thumbnail inlays, the little thumbnails on the top of the frets as opposed to these dots. You get that on the Jet Club, and you get it on this Streamliner Jet that I'm talking about. It has thumbnail inlays. Again, that has no neck plate on the Streamliner Jet. It has gold knobs as opposed to these, speed knobs, black speed knobs. It has body binding, where the other two I mentioned do not. It has the same pickups, apparently, but they're zebra looking. They have white and black pickups on them. I don't know if that means anything. Kind of looks nice, I have to admit. And it has an upgraded bridge. But you're paying $140 more for that guitar. Is it worth it? No. In my opinion, no. It's a Streamliner. It's not even an Electromatic. If you're going to go for an inexpensive guitar, go for the least expensive guitar where you get just what you need. And that's this guitar, in my opinion. My opinion. So that's the difference between this being the Ignite series, or whatever the hell that is, not the Mystery series from Gretsch, versus the Streamliner Jet Club, versus the Streamliner Jet. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now, what else? Let's hear it. How's that sound? Let's hear it. It feels good to play. It's comfortable to hold. Now let's hear what this thing sounds like. So first we are going to put it on clean. And I'll let you hear what the guitar sounds like just with clean chords in all the positions. This is the neck pickup. Both pickups, neck and bridge. And now you can hear the treble come in, kick in, and that's just the bridge pickup now. So you get a little bit of chime, right? A little bit. Bad. We'll play some clean notes through all the positions, the three positions. So that's clean, and now we will put on distortion and let you hear where I think these pickups sound the best. Now we'll play notes. I like the dirt on this guitar. really do. Which is unusual, like I said, for a Gretsch, right? To buy it and like it for the distorted sounds more so than the clean. But it sounds fine for both. I mean, for $179.99 with Gretsch on the headstock and the build quality of this guitar, which is excellent at this price range, it's going to be hard to beat. It really is, in my opinion. Your choices are the no-name brands on Amazon, right? The low-end Squiers, the low-end, well, not even, I was going to say Yamaha and Sterlings from Music Man, but they're more expensive. Now, they're well into the twos. So it's really hard to find a guitar with a name brand, like an Epiphone even. You can't, unless you get a sale on some of the Epiphone Les Paul special ones. This is a better guitar than those, and it's less money. It's going to be hard to beat. It really is. This is the Gretsch. I have to keep looking. Ignite Series Jet Club guitar from Amazon in 3 colors. This is duotone. That's the color. It comes in white, lightning white, I think, and black. Those are your 3 options. I like this the best. $179.99, brand new. I will put the link in the description. If you like, it doesn't come with bling, guys. It comes with nothing. It comes with this guitar. I didn't even get a truss rod adjustment tool with this guitar. Nothing. It just came like this. But it was in a Gretsch box, and it is brand new. I will put the link in the description. If you like these videos, guys, please subscribe, please share. And until the next one, be well. See you soon. Take care.